Good afternoon, everyone. It was a little bit of a delay there, running behind. We have your Lancers taking on Casey Carriage Club. Your phone dead?
Get the ham.
Hey, what's going on, LA? They need somebody in there. Somebody go into the box.
No, that's 2 girls in there.
Oh, they were.
They were all waving at us. I don't know.
Yeah, like nobody was in there. We're ready. Heine in net. Face off won by Ives. He's got Jones and Barry up front with him. Meyer and Simpson back to start us out on defense. This one up. Ives up to Barry. Barry up to Jones. Jones trying to get in. Centering try. Finds a Carriage Club player, and they're heading out the other way. Coming up the other way, Carriage Club sends it in offside. Yeah, I was gonna say nobody's in there. Face off taken by Ives again. Sent it behind himself. Bounces around. Ives cross center ice into the zone. Ives working up, trying to center it. Defense there to kick to the side. Barry chips it around. Back for Ives. Ives caught up in his feet. Coming around is Ives. Still fighting. Jones comes over to collect. Jones out front for Barry. Can't get it. Ives in there to clean it up. Yeah. Jones to Barry to Ives. Yep.
We'll get them all.
Point. Get a change out here. Miller taking the face off, won by Carriage Club. Sent over on the board into the zone. Frost over to Katie. Katie up the board, hits Varespi. Varespi centered, tipped into the zone. Carriage Club sends this one all the way down. And ice. Another face-off in the zone for Miller. Puck drop, won by Miller. Left for Frericks. Frericks shot. Score.
Face-off in Dryland, boys.
Frericks. Miller to Frericks. Off the face-off. I know. Poke through. Furix working into the corner. Centering. Child just missed Resby. Carriage Club coming out of the zone. Squirts past Moffitt down into the zone. Oh, icing.
Hey, here we go. Another face-off shot. Let's go, boys. Green.
Go, Carriage!
Diamond tied up. Basham's coming in trying to get it, and Meister able to get it. Gets one on, and that one stopped. And covered. Meister.
This was
Go, Jonas! Go, Carriage!
Won by Diamond. Oh. Basham and Simpson couldn't decide, and then Carriage comes out and icing.
another draw, boys. Here we go.
Why is it taking so long to drop the puck? What's this guy keep doing?
I don't know.
I feel like this is us. He does this all the time.
Nice.
One by Diamond, and then Simpson sends one wide over into the corner. Back out front, Basham trying to leave it for Diamond. Goalie pokes it away. Basham comes back to collect. Gets it over to Meister on the side, and that one right into the glove. Face up, tied up by Ives. Carriage Club comes away with it. Coming out. Katie with the poke, able to take the puck away. Katie back into the zone, drops it for Barry. And the shot, and a cleanup by Katie. Yep. Right?
That's why we do the back speeds.
Right? Exactly. Face off one by Ives. Back to Frost. Frost skating back down into the zone. Got a little bit of time looking. Hits Ives. Coming up and out. Hits Barry. Center ice. Barry. Back to Jones. Jones trying to center it. And Carriage Club Grit said they're going to get the trip on the Carriage. They're calling. No, they're calling. Right here.
But I mean,
On Jones. Yeah, on Jones. Jones got tripped.
Yeah.
dude, the dry land face off.
So now we'll have Omaha power play. Ives, Barry, Jones up front, Katie and Frost on D. That one won by Ives. Coming up shooting is Frost. Ooh. Carriage Club skating around the net. Poked away by Ives. They're going to call him for a trip. So that will be a 4-on-4. 20 seconds into the power play. the penalty comes. Miller coming in to take the face off. One back to Moffitt. Gillespie and Kniggley, the other two out for the 4-on-4. Carriage Club swinging around. He's knocked off the puck. Moffitt coming away with it. Gets it up to Gillespie. Gillespie tries to tip it around. Sent back down in by Carriage. Ringed around by Moffitt. Sent out of the zone. Coming in, wide shot by Carriage. Picked up by Gillespie. Away to himself, trying to chip it around. In his feet, picked up by Miller. Miller skates around the net. Between the legs by Gillespie all the way down into the zone. Carriage Club coming out. Sent in hard. Moffitt coming over. Trying to get it out. 15 seconds of the PK for the Lancers. This one sent towards the center of the ice. Moffitt there to grab it. Up the board. Out of the zone. Off the stick of Miller. Miller now into the zone. Miller making a move. Out in the open. Low and wide on the shot. Back out to Meyer. Deflection wide of the net. Carriage coming out of the zone. Sends one into the far corner. Meyer to collect. Little push. And now dug out. So if it's going to be, he's going to make it. Waves off the icing. Diamond applying the pressure, able to knock the puck away. Got it into the ref. Diamond in the corner. Basham trying to dig. But shot goes wide. Now Carriage is going to send this one all the way out for an icing. Diamond. Puck drop. Ooh, just under the stick of Basham. Frost comes up to push it into the corner. Basham trying to get it into the center. He falls over. Katie off the board. Around now out of the zone. Katie on to collect. Oop. Lost control of that one. Coming out. Back up to Katie. Just out of Meister. Yep, out in front though. Meister's got it. And Meister puts one on. And that one's covered. What do you got? Interference. So we will go back on power play. Face off, tied up by Ives. Back to Moffitt. Oh, sent one on. Almost helped in. Now stuck up front. Carriage Club coming out. Away Jones. Grabs it at center ice. Tripped up. Ives turn around. Ives into the zone now. Ives looking the center. Not there. Then by Caniglia on net. Turn to the side. Ives trying to shovel it towards the center. Brings it back out to Moffitt. Moffitt winding up. And hits the defenseman. This one, Carriage Club out, and then Caniglia with the play able to stop it getting into the zone. Ives now left for Jones. Jones back. Ooh. Good keep there by Caniglia. Now towards the net, stuck in the skates of Barry. Back out to Ives, trying to get it in. Back out to the blue line. Caniglia over to Moffitt. Moffitt looking to make a move. In. Carriage Club able to come off with it. And Caniglia gets the right angle. Cuts it off. Barry up to Jones. Jones cut off at the line. Simpson in off the bench. Sends that one up the board. Icy.
Take 3 strikes quick and go for it.
Face off for Miller. One. Ferks slides in to take it. Ferks cross center ice into the zone. Gets bumped a little bit. Loses his footing. And it's going to be called.
You get a penalty.
Did he shoot off?
Camera?
What?
Snot rocket?
I mean, I think that might have been a little bit too far away.
Yeah.
Miller, Fredericks, Gillespie, Simpson, and Meyer. Back around. Simpson steps up, tries to fire it on, deflected. Just sends this one down in deep. Miller collects in the corner. Poked away. Meyer right back down and around. Carriage Club able to get it out of the zone. All the way down for an icing.
What do you got for shots?
I mean, they're here, but they don't.
Tied up. Ferks comes over to grab it. Back to Frost. Frost over to Katie. Katie shot. Save. Miller pushes it in deeper. Back around to Katie. And then pushes it towards the center. Picked off by Carriage Club. Turning around. Gillespie into the zone. Ooh. Puck's knocked over to the far side. Katie dumps it in. Down the side of the net. Fredericks back out to Katie. Katie. Oh! Deflection almost hit the corner. Back to Katie. Katie. In. Shot covered up. Fredericks now. And Fredericks able to lift it up and over.
That was. I call that from me. I mean, he shot. I picked that.
All I do is
We put 2,000 here. 3 clicks.
Right?
go, Carriage.
Diamond out to take this face off. Set back to Meister. Meister tried to get it up. Goes in deep. Basham pressuring. Sent up the wall. Moffitt checked by the ref. This one all the way down for an icing. Moffitt Caniglia back on defense. Minute 16. Puck drop. Diamond between the legs. Basham comes over to shoot. Stopped by the D. This one back out to Moffitt. Back down to Basham. Basham looking to center. Kick back to him. Wraps it around the goal. Hits Diamond. Oh, couldn't get it off the stick. Over at Caniglia. Gets one in. Doesn't make it all the way through. Over to Meister. Meister. Back to Caniglia. Caniglia. Oop, tied up. Shot on. Diamond gets the rebound. Tries to carry it behind the net. This one kept by Moffitt. Moffitt. Oop, and comes out. Caniglia collects. And sends it in. Picked off by Carriage Club though. Sent back out of the zone. Caniglia hoop. Through the D pass goes between the legs all the way back down into the zone. Moffitt up to Meister who centers it. Knocked away, entering the zone, and that's going to do it for the first period.
Try doing it.
What?
Try doing it. See if it works.
I'm going to run a test stream. No, the broadcasting app is. So it'll still stream to this, and now actually the DJI software for this will stream to Facebook or YouTube. Tracking will work. It won't put a fancy little
what?
What do you call that? The little ticker on the bottom.
The what?
What do you call that thing? The scoreboard.
The score? Oh, the GUI?
Not really a buoy. Is it?
Overload.
It's got a word. It's got a word for it. I don't know what it is. Ives coming out to start this period. Barry, Jones, Meyer, and Simpson on D. Finally gets back to Meyer. Meyer, just outside the blue line, dumps it in deep. Jones kicks it down to Ives, who sends it back. Jones loses his skate behind the net. Now it's bouncing around off the side of the net. Carriage Club. Ives battling. I cannot either. This one, Jones tangled up. And Carriage Club coming out of the zone. Barry applying pressure. Forces the dump. Simpson grabs the puck. Skates behind the net. Up to Ives. Ives loses the puck in his feet. Jones comes back to grab the puck. Carriage Club able to dump the puck in. Meyer grabs up through the legs of Barry, through the legs of Carriage Club player, who sends it back down on the side of the net. Simpson up the board to Jones, out of his zone. Back in offside. Yeah. I'll sit down. I'll go out and have to say, owns the board. Coming in and out and going. Miller wins the face-off. Frericks takes it, pushes it into the zone. Recipe comes, sends it towards the center. Carriage out of the zone. Off the stick of Katie. Ooh. Other side, just outside the zone. Frost in deep. All the way into the corner. Katie collects. Off the board. Recipe turning around. Out of the zone. Plug sends it to the far wall. Coming up. Miller and Frost get it into the zone. Miller sends a shot on. Turned away. Puck out of the zone. Gets to Frost. Frost up to Miller. Carriage back to Miller. Miller looking to get a shot. Can't get it through. Then a poke gets to the goalie. Every time I get to mess with it. Diamond ties up on the face-off. Sent back to Caniglia, who sends it over to the board from Basham. Basham skates it around. Try to get it. This one sent over to the far side. Caniglia coming over. A pinch. It gets around by him, but Diamond collects the puck, skates it back up. It's Basham just inside the zone. Basham in, fire. Goal. Yeah. Diamond to Basham. Basham almost had it up into the zone. Knocked out, sent back by Moffitt. Carriage able to poke it out. Moffitt spins it around. Set back up off the stick of Barry into the zone. Kept by Caniglia. Down into the corner. Back out. Caniglia over to Barry. Barry sends one towards the center. Picked off by Carriage Club. Gets the clearing try. Caniglia up. Sends one deflected by Basham, and then Basham able to turn around. Yeah. Yep. Basham able to spin around and elevate the backhand. Diamond wins between the defense back into the zone. Got Ives and Jones out with him. Simpson and Meyer on D. Helping out by Meyer. Meyer centers. It's Diamond. Diamond over for Jones. Jones shot's blocked. Casey able to clear. Meyer up to Diamond. Diamond brings it in. The shot is sent up into the air. Back to the net. Coming up is Simpson. Sends one behind the net. Ives applying pressure in the corner. Pushes it back behind the net. Diamond comes over. Try to get the puck away. Back out to Ives, who digs it in back into the corner. Wrapped all the way around. Meyer stops it, sends it back into the corner. Out front, Kansas City player there able to turn around, get it out of his own. Somebody just turn around and grab it. Poked off by Simpson. Then the shot deflected. Backhand and on the net, and Heine grabs that one. What's up?
Get the chair.
You want the chair? Miller wins the faceoff back behind Katie. Katie sends it hard around the side. Ferrix with the puck up to Miller. Miller across center ice. He's got Basham on the other side. Lost the stick. Carriage, though, coming the other way has the penalty. Yeah. Yeah. He just grabbed it. Yeah, right? Power play with 4.5 left in this second. Miller, Frericks, and Basham up front. Katie and Frost on D. Face off won by Miller. Miller looking to powers through. Frericks back out. Katie sends one towards the net. Picked off so it can get there. Carriage coming the other way. That one between the defense. Basham now coming the other way. Ooh, rolls off the stick of Miller into the Carriage zone. Miller able to get the puck. Look in the center. Carries it behind the net though. Carriage throws it hard to the side. Able to come out. Lift by Frericks. Pull the puck away. Walking through over to Basham. Shot. Save. Back behind the net. Out front for Miller. Miller's shot is deflected. Back out to Katie. Katie to Frost. Makes a move. Shot. Loose. Goal. Who's that, Miller?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it went in.
Like I said, I'm staring at a
We got moved.
I tried to hit his ear. Liam or Callan?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I mean, Callan.
pretty. Yeah. Yep. Won by Carriage. Skated into the zone. Gillespie over. Gets it to Diamond. Diamond split up at on exit. Carriage centering. Shot. Up into the air. And then it's sent all the way out. No icing call though, I think. Carriage sent that one into the zone. Gillespie over to Diamond. Diamond working down. Back to Moffitt. Moffitt. Oh, that was a very nice Moffitt.
What was that?
What?
What was that?
What?
Uncle Tanner.
What was that?
What was what? It
Why
was
Tanner need to come out?
because they had a penalty.
So that he can come off.
Because as soon as the other team touches the puck, that's when they call. That's when penalty gets called. When possession changes. So you have control of the puck for your goalie because they can. Face off won by Diamond. Squirts back up to Diamond. Diamond working down in. Centered. Oh. What was that? Vespi and Meister couldn't get it through. Meyer stands him up just outside the zone. Back inside. And then offside. Ives wins the faceoff. Barry sends it in. Kansas City grabs it though. Out of the zone now. Ives pressuring over to Simpson. Simpson off the board out of his own. Kansas City offside. 10 seconds. Won by Ives, pushed through across the ice, and that's the period.
We're going into the third period. Yeah.
Can you hear that?
I can. he about ate it the first game, I think.
Kick the chair like this,
And then you go flying.
I wouldn't have done it. I don't want to hurt a kid.
I will.
He might, but
Yeah.
But I'll beat the brakes off you.
It's legal. I do it. It's probably not.
Frowned upon.
You can be like, I was just joking. I didn't know.
Mr. Jones checking in for the third period there. Barry and Ives out there as well. Ives gets it in. Oh, couldn't quite connect with Jones. Kansas City able to take it out. Katie on defense able to take that one away. Bends it in deep. Passed around. Barry kicks it back into the corner. Casey able to get it. Ives comes in, lifts, and takes the puck away. Walking in, drop off for Jones. Jones. Went on net. Not really a shot. But. They're able to cover it. Miller, Dash, and Ferks. Caniglia, Moffat checking in. Puck drop. Pushed into the corner, and back and out. Icing. Another drop, boxed out, dropped off the Basham hits Frericks, who misses the net. Now Miller behind the net. Working back around. Out to Caniglia. Caniglia back down to Miller. Basham coming in to help. Gets the puck away. Skates behind the net. Leaves it for Frericks. He's just wide again. Back out to Caniglia. Caniglia shot all the way on. Gets pushed aside by the tender. Now this one coming out. Caniglia tracks it down.
I don't know.
Up for Basham. Basham feeds Miller. Miller into the zone. Still working through. Goes into the corner to collect. Reverses course. Now he's tied up. Ferks in, able to poke the puck loose. Sends it behind the net. Tied up. Back to Simpson. Simpson back on. Trickles its way through and hits the goalie.
He's good. Still is alright.
Diamond Meister. Recipe checking in. Tied up. Trying to get it. Comes back out to Meyer. Meyer over to Simpson. Simpson. Down out of the reach of Meister. Back behind the net. Taken away by Diamond. Diamond takes it back the other way. Sends it back to... Ooh, kept in by Meyer. Meyer sends one towards the net. Bounce. Save. Goes. Oh, no. Yeah. I don't know.
Sam was already shot it. That was amazing.
I don't know. Goalie had it covered. And then he let it go. Yeah. He had it covered, but then his player was there, so he pushed it out. He pushed it out, not knowing that. Diamond pushes and kept in. Diamond skates it down into the corner, coming around behind the net.
Point. There you go.
Back out to Frost. He gets it back to Diamond. Diamond walks it in and scores. You can probably turn that off.
So that's goal.
I don't have much better.
Yeah, I just needed you to make sure that it was working.
Well, yeah, I also use it to see how the camera works because I can't always see it correctly because it's constant.
All right, face off won by Ives. Back to Frost. Frost over to Katie. Katie up to Jones. Skips past him down into the zone. Hawks trying to get over Ives. Back to Katie. Katie shot. Deflected wide. Now coming the other way is the Hawks. Rolling by. In and around the net. Frost pokes it away. Takes it around. Frost. Leaves for Jones, and Jones able to put that one in.
And how do we tell it did not?
Ross with the speed and Jones following up. Face off, boxed out. Ives, Barry comes over to collect. He spit up at the line. Puck sent back out. Moffitt kicks across the line. Tried to get it up. Kansas City able to send it down. It's going to be icing. Miller face off. Basham trying to get it into Ferris. Can't quite make it through. Miller puck into the corner. Skates around behind the net. Method Miller still with it. Wraps it behind the goal for Ferris, who passes it back out to Basham. Basham loses control. Moffitt comes over to keep it. Poked out by Ferris to Miller. Miller walking to the side. Knocked over to the center. Caniglia shot deflected out in front. Out in front of the net by Basham. Nobody there to get it though. Moffitt over to Caniglia. Caniglia shot. Kick to the side. Miller. Back to the other side. And Carriage Club's going to send this one out for an icing. No. Miller, or no, that wasn't Miller. Diamond. One over Casey coming out. What? Coming up the other way, Resby up to Meister, sends it into the corner. Diamond, look at his center, gets kicked back out to Simpson. Simpson sends it into the corner, wraps around behind the net. Carriage Club trying to clear, tipped and stopped by Meyer. Sent back down in. Another clearing try, sent back down in deeper. Diamond working in. Resby shot and a save. Face off. Diamond wins back over to Resby. Resby left for the defense, and Carriage Club gets the puck all the way down into the zone. Shot wide of the net. Coming back the other way. Meister just misses Diamond. Comes back. Still with it as Meister loses control into the corner. Resby over and cleared by Carriage. Coming in, Diamond grabs the puck. To Meister, sends a shot on off the side of the net. Coming back the other way, Frost pressuring. Kick back in. Taken away by Meister. Meister sends back around. just off the end of his stick. No shot. Frost trying to kick it out. And deep shot by Ives is swallowed, and looks like that's going to do it. Well, and that's it for today. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man. Yeah. Good to see you. Good. Oh, let's see. See you.